7:36. Good morning. Dr. Mark Ritter is on the line right now. Mark, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning.
Glad to have you. I was trying to describe to Christine that you're a pediatrician, but I say very outspoken when it comes to things that you truly believe in. And here you are once again.
Well, let's just say I'm an advocate for my patients.
You are. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely. So what is this? So beginning in just a few days, right? All prescriptions will be electronic now? Is that the deal?
It'll be required by New York State that you have to do e-prescribing, electronic prescribing.
Got it.
As of the 27th, I believe it is, of this month.
Now, is that good?
Well, I suppose for most people who are already having electronic medical record, things like that, for them it's a no-brainer.
Right. For me, I'm already doing it.
Right. And for me, who I'm still sort of a dinosaur, I have a paper chart, so if someone wants to hack it, they have to, God forbid, break into my office. But other than that, it's pretty safe.
That's a really good point. No one's going to hack into your records.
Well, maybe they will, but they just have to come in and visit us.
Right.
Besides.
Yeah, that is going to be
so. The prescription, it's written electronically, so there's no. They don't. Can you explain exactly what this?
Put into a computer.
Right.
Electronically sent to your pharmacy.
To comply with this, I had to buy a couple of tablets. I have to, get all those hooked into my system. And then I have to find out which pharmacy they go to, the patient goes to, and then do it. And a lot of things are built into the system,
right,
through the company I have, InsureScripts and things like that. And then it gets sent to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy hopefully receives it. And it's already happened to me when I've been on call covering for another doctor that the script was not received by the pharmacy. So now the patient calls and says, they don't have my script.
Right.
What script? I don't know.
Right, because you didn't write it down. I mean, it's all, it becomes in air. It's all in thin air now.
Yeah, and then it's happened already because we're seeing obviously a lot of, I don't know if you've talked about it or not, a lot of flu, influenza A, even some influenza B. So for some of those patients who can get Tamiflu, because it's within the time period, which is a wonderful drug, I've written it even this, I was on call at the end of last week and then this weekend, and you write for it, and they get to the pharmacy, we don't have it.
Yeah, so what do you do when that happens? You have to wait? You have to wait for them to get it?
Well, in this case, if I was e-prescribing and they didn't have it and they received the script, they'd be like, sorry, we can't help you. And then they can't give the script back to the patient.
Right.
So they have to go to another pharmacy. But which one? Who's got it? So
right.
do I have to e-prescribe it to every place? Of course not. So we have to call around, find it, which we would anyway.
Got it.
But let's say it's after now 5 o'clock potentially, and I'm not on call, and it's like, it's a lot of hassle. But
you would think that at this point, with all of the computers that we're supposed to be doing, there would be a network where the pharmacies would all be on this network where you'd say, okay, let me see who has, all right, well, listen, here at Rite Aid, we don't have it, but I see that Target has it.
Well, you know what? I can't answer for them because that's not what I do for a living.
Right.
But as much as I know, I think within a system, let's say within a Walgreens or within a Rite Aid, maybe they can. But, if you go to an independent, you go to Parkway, you go to a medicine shop, things like that. I don't know if those communicate with the others.
Could you tell the people at the pharmacist that I'm not a meth dealer and I really do need the Sudafed?
There you go.
Okay.
God bless. I'll leave that to you.
I am getting sick of having to. I mean, it takes forever to get Sudafed or any of those medicines now. All right, what is your Verizon gripe?
Well, in their defense, we called them. This is only Verizon. This is not Verizon Wireless, and it was the business. And you'd think, of course, because of businesses in New York State,
and
lovely, you pay more,
and
I'd get some service. And this is a case of just not getting good service. And I needed to have what's called a static IP address.
Correct. Yeah.
And so they were supposed to set that up, and I had my IT guy there. And the long and short of it was, when we went to do it, didn't work.
Wow.
And so, okay. So now, of course, I'm without any internet service. And even the dinosaur that I am, and I've written charts, we still need internet.
Yeah.
And that was started on a Friday. And 24 hours later, which they had promised they'd call me back, really on a Saturday, by 3 o'clock, Dr. Ritter, by 3 o'clock, no call back. Sunday, I'm on call again. Still no internet.
Wow.
And finally on Monday, I did get a call from a gentleman, but thank God the problem was already somehow miraculously fixed. But the part that just...
So they were able to fix this from somewhere else. They didn't have to come to you to fix it.
Well, they never came. They never offered to come. I asked my problem was that I asked to speak to people.
Yeah,
May I
know.
speak to your supervisor? Oh, sir, we can't do that. What do you mean? I'm having a problem here. This is my business. I depend on it. People's lives. Oh, we can't do that.
You know what has happened is in these cases, and I know a lot of local Verizon guys. What has happened, and I've talked to these guys about it because I've had to be I've been in your exact position where I had to get a static IP, and I got to tell you, it's no longer are the local people dealing with it, and we're about 10 years into that, maybe even more than that. But it used to be you could call and you reach someone locally at a local office, and they'd be like, "Oh, Dr. Ritter, right? Well, we're going to do this because we know you can't go the weekend." But when you're talking to somebody in Cleveland or far away at some big conglomerate office that is that's just people answering telephones, it never gets back to the repair guys. It's just I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You are exactly right. There's a total disconnect between the company and the people who work. I'm sure the people who work who are out in the field, I'm sure they're hardworking, truly hardworking.
Oh, they're frustrated. They're frustrated, yes.
But they're equally as frustrated because it's like they never get, quote, the ticket.
Yeah. And
they don't even know about the problem.
There's a lot of, and also, too, there's a lot of, passing of the buck, as it were. I'll pass this along to this person, and the message never gets across, and so the proper people never get notified, and, they say they're going to call you back, but you slip through the cracks of the system, and that's...
Well, so I asked one time, I said, I think it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. They said, we'll be done within 12 hours. I said, please give me a phone number of someone I should call if I'm still not getting a call 3 a.m., because I know I'll be up. I'm on call. I'll be up. Let me just give me a number I can call the person to remind them that they haven't fixed this yet. We can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, listen. I got to tell you that a lot of these, a lot of our local guys end up having to travel out of the area because landline service and all of this has changed. I don't know if there are fewer numbers now today than there used to be. I guess I don't know. But at the end of the day, what was your problem fixed?
Well, through no help of Verizon, it was fixed. Yes.
All right. Okay. How did you get it fixed, by the way?
My IT guy is brilliant and somehow, some way fixed it.
Kicked
your guy fixed it.
He kicked the modem.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Now, when does this? How does this this electronic prescription service, which is what caused all of this, why you had to get this done? This goes into effect on what date here? It's March?
I believe it's March 27th, yes.
Okay, so it's coming up by the end of the month. How does that, when you're dealing with some of the larger drugs that you have to, you got to show a driver's license. In some cases, you require the patient to actually come to the doctor's office. What kind of drugs am I talking about?
Well, I mean, you're talking about controlled substances. And the whole idea of this was started because they wanted to control the problem of illegally people obtaining substances illegally, things like that. And, of course, in my case, I don't write for controlled substances, but yet I still have to comply with this law.
Got it. Okay, so it doesn't even affect you.
But even with that, if you did, you'd have to have this special fob you have to put into the side of your computer that identifies you. You have to go through all these steps. Oh, that's right. It takes time, and we want to spend time talking to our doctor instead of their head buried into the to the computer. And how much more of that do you have? And it adds time to your day.
I hate to say the other thing too is that they are really keeping track of what you're writing. So how long before they say, "Well, I'm sorry, you're writing too many antibiotics here," or "You're"? I mean, I think there's a tracking going on here that is well beyond what we're really thinking about.
Well, I'm sure that's going on as well. And, of course, the insurance companies are already doing that, saying, oh, my God, well, you didn't do this test first, so you shouldn't be writing for these antibiotics, and we're going to ding you and not pay in this, all these kind of things.
All right, Doc, so you're up and running now.
I am, God bless, up and running, and it's good to hear your voice.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Ritter. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.
Quick break here, Christine. Go ahead. You want to add to that?
No, I just want to say I thought, and I didn't have a chance to ask, and that's really what it was about, was this tracking, and there's a way to trace in case a doctor is doing something improperly. But I think Dr. Ritter brought up a great point when he gave the example of, I write a script for pharmacy A, my patient goes there, well, they're out of it.
Yeah.
Right. And now it's all electronic, so I can't take my paper to pharmacy B or C or D.
How about this story? I knew of a.
And that creates a problem.
I knew of a mother whose son was on the attention deficit medicine, which, by the way, has really. I don't know that it was Ritalin. I don't know what it was, but it was one of those that are considered a. I think the worry is that kids then go off to school and they sell these pills for studying purposes and whatever. What meds are those?
Oh, you're talking about
not Ritalin.
Adderall.
Adderall.
Yeah,
Adderall.
Adderall.
So, and the reality is that they're trying to make sure that kids don't steal these medicines. So she said that her doctor, which is no longer her doctor, required that the patient, she had to go back every month. They would only do a 30-day supply. They had to go back every month to get another prescription. But every month that they went back, the kid had to have a full examination. So imagine you're going once a year to the doctor's. Now, the examination accounted for walking in and saying, okay, everything's good. Okay, here's your prescription. Cha-ching.
Copay.
Okay.
Everything, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Doesn't sound too kosher to me.
No.
Here's Christine with an update.